Biggest things that I learned was responsibility. It is a trait that most people don't seem to have or want these days. As a result, I have always been the one who has been entrusted with the keys to the kitchen, or was the captain of the hockey team in Norway, or had the keys to the student council office. I also realized that sometimes you have to laugh, otherwise you'll cry. Life is too short and too serious to take seriously. This has really helped me to cope through my many lows. Once you laugh about something that would normally be traumatizing, it loses its power over you, because you can put it in perspective. Sometimes you need to take a step back, look around you, and be thankful that you weren't born in Uganda to parents who have died from AIDS. Then it doesn't seem to have a grip on your mind anymore. As I said before, I was blessed by having some incredible teachers and mentors who were put in my life at the perfect times. Gordon Ramsay was one of these people, although I didn't know it until right now. After having lost many friends and family members, I realized something. Life is short. You never know when your time will come, so we might as well live it to the fullest and enjoy all of its wonders while we are here. The middle years. I started cooking when I was 13 years old. My aunt had a cottage up near Peterborough, and I would spend a lot of time up there, especially in the summer, because my aunt was a school teacher and she had time off to take care of me. My dad sent me up there to keep out of trouble. As if I, a typical teen, would ever get into trouble of any kind. I was a perfect little angel. My dad came up with the idea of getting me my first official job other than a paper route. There was a resort that was about 5-minute walk away from my cottage called Viamede Resort. I was 13 years old, but my dad made me lie and say I was 14 because that was the legal age to work at the time. I got a job in the marina, renting out fishing boats, jet skis, and that sort of thing, because I had some experience doing this at my cottage. Halfway through the summer, I was asked to help in the kitchen because one of their dishwashers had quit. For some reason, I said yes, and so started a great chapter of my life. What I didn't know was that for a 13-year-old boy, I might as well have been going to Vietnam. I was totally unprepared for the culture shock of going from my beautiful marina to the gates of hell. At least my first kitchen wasn't one of Gordon's, or the first thing I would have heard would have been, "Raj, come here you! It's raw! Smash! It's fucking raw!" If I had known the impact this day would have had on my life, and that I would still be in this hell after more than 20 years, I don't think that I would have had the testicular fortitude to do it. I felt like the new kid, fresh out of the military academy, going face to face with some seasoned jungle warriors. When I stepped into the kitchen, everything was very quiet. Little did I know that this is just the calm before the storm. I went to see Nima, my soon-to-be chef mentor. He was a very short Tibetan expat, and I had a lot of trouble understanding him at first. My new sous chef, Shannon, showed me my new job. I was to tackle an ever-growing pile of pots and dishes. Usually there would be 2 people working there, one person looking after dishes and the other on pot detail. Then dinner service started, and with it chaos. As I worked on my dishes, all I could see around me were chefs and servers yelling at each other, pans searing food, timers going off, pots and dishes being thrown at me, knives chopping, hood fans screaming, and then in comes our Ojibwe bartender to get ice. And to top it off, it was so friggin' hot in there. It is an intensely crazy little world that I never knew existed. And I was working it from 12 in the afternoon until at least 2 a.m. every day. Nima eventually loved me because he didn't have to worry about me when he was gone. He knew that I wouldn't leave until the kitchen was spotless. My first nickname was accidentally given to me by my chef, Nima. He called me Chatty Boy, but because of his accent, it sounded to others like he was calling me Cherry Boy. My new nickname caught on faster than a fire in a tobacco factory on a hot summer day, because I was still very young and innocent looking. The funny thing is that nicknames have never bothered me much, so I just went with it. That nickname has stuck with me right through my days at Viamede and college, and even now with certain people. This was the first of many curveballs that life has thrown at me, but it has never thrown anything at me that was too big for me, or that I couldn't get